Back on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson as the Eagles fall on the road to the Limestone Saints by a final score of 88-72. Chuck, second straight road game where your opponent's shot making in the second half was just off the charts. Limestone, guys like Sir Hughes did some stuff, but Emmanuel Koji, he's buried 5 threes on you across 2 games this season, the only threes he's made. Utori Bolton came in shooting 29.
Wait, hold on. He's made 5 threes this entire season.
And they're all against Carson-Newman.
Okay.
Utari Bolton.
Let me recover a minute. Okay.
Utari Bolton, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc for a guy shooting 29%. Some guys that don't typically make shots did for the Saints, and offensively that paced them. What did you see from this one today?
I saw exactly what you saw. Elite shot making. This entire season, I have been so impressed with our opponents and their ability to make shots. I think we are a proven elite shot-making team, but now you have other people in our conference that are doing similar, and it's when that's happening. There's just not a lot of for our team. There's not a lot of good answers. There's just not a lot of good answers, and I've got to give full credit to Limestone's ability to make shots today, and we've got to control what we can control. But if somebody can get the ball out of their hand towards the basket, there is a chance it can go in. That's what we saw tonight: elite shot making.
I would say one other thing may have played a role. I don't know it's the role. Limestone plus 15 on the glass. They missed some shots, and the way the game was statted, I think you could have gone, a defensive rebound for Carson-Newman into a quick turnover. Instead, they were credited as offensive rebounds to Limestone. But there were several situations where it seemed like you got to stop, only to instantaneously give it away or lose a 50-50 ball. I don't know that impacts the overall outcome today.
Well, a team like ourselves, where the margins are very narrow, you've got to control at an elite level the things you can control. And during this little skid, well, we've 4 games, we're 1-3 in these 4 games.
Yep.
I think we've done a really poor job of controlling the things that we've got to control to give ourselves a chance. No guarantees that you'll get a win, but you've got to control those things to give yourself a chance. Because in college basketball, man, margins are so narrow, and styles of play create larger margins or more narrow margins. And with the veteran club we have, I think we have probably narrower kind of margins with our style of play. When somebody's making shots like this, and if they're able to find some other areas to exploit you in, it can make it for a miserable evening.
You did have some positives. Braden Illick resets his career high with 26. Exploded out of the gates and gave you 22 in the first half. What did you see from your post?
He made shots. And that's important. But let's just be clear. And we've got 5 guys that play big minutes here. Braden's one of those 5. Braden, Jack, Nick, Trey, and John they play big minutes, we need all those guys to be very well-rounded. So where Braden had an incredible night tonight making shots, there's some other areas we need him to be more consistent in, and that applies to all 5 of those guys. If you're getting most of the minutes, you've got most of the responsibility to cover. And his shot-making night was elite. But as I said, we still have too many controllable mistakes. We've got to take individual responsibility and get those corrected.
I guess misery loves company. North Georgia comes to town on Saturday. They've lost 2 in a row. You've lost 2 in a row. 2 teams that coming into this season had lofty aspirations. What do you have to do to flush this one out with the Nighthawks coming to town for a Saturday?
Well, you just do that. You go on to the next one. That's all. You go on to the next one. There's not some kind of process necessarily that you have to start preparing for the next game. I knew that they had lost their game yesterday. I wasn't sure about the outcome today. So you're telling me now for the first time they've lost 2 in a row. They'll be very motivated, for sure. Hopefully, we're motivated. We're motivated too. I know as a staff, we will be motivated going into this week. North Georgia was a top 25 team. We've been a top 25 team this year. That's not where we are now. I'm assuming they're probably still in the poll at this moment.
They'll be top 10 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Still.
So it's a great chance for us to sort of get back on the right side of this thing in terms of wins and losses. But it won't be easy. It's not going to be easy. They're a very good team. They were an Elite 8 team, a region champion team last year. And again, style make the fight kind of thing. They're really, really a big physical. They're the biggest, most physical team we've played this year. So it's going to be a challenge for sure.
Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Saturday against the Nighthawks.
Great. Thanks, Kev.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Quickly.